Hello everybody, Alex with you, and I'm very glad to see you on my YouTube channel. In this tutorial we will dive into essential concepts in the Java world, such as JDK, JRE, JVM, and JAVAC. When you start learning Java, the first thing you will encounter is JDK. As you already know, JDK is an abbreviation of Java Development Kit, and it consists of some parts that are presented here. The first part is JAVAC or Java compiler, and it's responsible for compiling the source files into bytecode. Next part is JRE or Java Runtime environment, and it's responsible for running and executing Java applications. Here the main role plays JVM or Java Virtual Machine that interprets and executes the bytecode that was generated by the Java compiler. And here we also have a set of standard Java class libraries. JDK also includes a collection of development tools that you can find on the wiki page related to the JDK. And here is a big list of different tools. I will share this link in the description under this video so you can read it. Okay, let's go back to the slides. Here we also have API documentation and some code examples. For a deeper understanding of all of these terms, let's figure out how to create and execute Java applications. The first thing you need to do is to create a file or group of files with the Java extension, and you need to put some code in it. Next, using Java compiler, you need to compile these files. The compiler validates our code based on the list of checks that you can find here. It will check it on syntax, types, variables, methods, etc., etc. I will also share this link so you can review it later. So finally, if our program is correct, the compiler will generate a file or group of files with the class extension that will contain the bytecode. And this bytecode is independent of the operating system, so we can execute it on any machine. The developers of the Java language have put a very important concept into the language, which sounds like write once, run anywhere. This possibility is achieved by developing JVMs for each of the operating system. The virtual machine reads and interprets the bytecode and executes the appropriate instructions on the machine. Here, JVM interacts not only with the operating system, but also with the hardware, and the processor plays the main role here. All operations performed on the computer are carried out with the help of the processor. There are two main points. The first point is that the processor understands instructions only in binary format, that is, a sequence of O's and ones. And this sequence is called machine language or machine code. The second point is that the processor has a fixed set of basic instructions that it understands. And depending on the architecture of the processor, these instructions can differ. Now let's imagine that we want to print the result of the sum of two variables. We have it in the code, we have this logic in the bytecode, but here we have computers with the different processors, with the different architectures. Here we have a processor with ARM architecture, here x64 and here x86. And the same operation here can have different sequence of O's and 1s here on these machines. And this is because of the processor. I guess you remember when we installed the JDK, we selected a file based on the architecture of the processor. And that's why even for the same operating system, we can have different JVMs. Because JVMs interacts not only with the operating system, but also with the hardware, with the processor. Now let's move on to practice and let's repeat all these steps. Okay? I will use iTerm as a terminal. And the first thing we need to do is to create a file with the Java extension. I will use nano command, and the file will be runner.java. Okay? Now we need to put some code in this file. Don't worry, we will discuss about this code in the next videos. Just want to say that it will print hello world to the console. So now we can close this file. I will use Ctrl X, Y, and Enter. And now let's check that file was created. As you can see, we have this file. And now the next step, we need to compile this file using Java compiler. For this purpose, we will use command javac. And now we need to specify the name of our class with the extension. Okay, enter. Since we don't have any exceptions, it means that the compilation was successful, and we can see another file with the class extension that contains the bytecode. And this code is independent of the operating system. Okay, we have bytecode, and now let's execute this bytecode using our JRE or JVM, and we'll see the result. Okay, for this purpose I will use Java command, and now we just need to put the file name or the class name, just runner without extension. Let's click enter, and you can see the result. So nice, very nice. We did all the steps, we created the file, we compiled it, and we executed on our operating system. That's it. So if this video was helpful to you, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, click the bell icon to get new video updates. Thank you for watching and all the best. See you soon.